Awesome. We're back. But now I have to go find the stream again. Bell. Back to Krakombi. Boxel to Stamenic. Cleared away by Abulfeto. Stamenic. Payne to Sermon. Here's Bell to Boxel. Payne to Sermon to Boxel to Payne. Just sing and it's given away. Here's Abulfeto. And they go back. Hani to Ibrahim to Fadi. Happy Father's Day, by the way, guys. Abulfeto. Ashore. Fadi. Just. Bell to Kakachi. Stamenic. Shobier. Ibrahim. Atia to Fadi to Abulfeto. Atia off ashore and Marmouche to ashore to Zico, or to Hani actually, to ashore to Salah to Atia to Abulfeto, and here's ashore going back to Atia, who switches it, looking for Haney. Haney can't keep it in. Goal kick for New Zealand. Boxel to Crockham. Cleared away and looking for Chris Wood. Finds him. Stamenic that clearly hit Just's hand. Good call, ref. Is it wrong for me to root for a draw when I'm doing a watch along? Because I don't really care for either of these teams too much. And then there's obviously the other three matches. Fadi that's Shore to Abulfeto. Fadi to Abulfeto. Back to Fadi. To Atia. Lachine. To Fadi. Abulfeto. To Fadi to Ibrahim. To Lachine. Try to find Salah. That's Zico. Zico gets to it. Zico to Salah. Salah tries to get it through the legs, and he can. McCowett clears, though. And just to Sing. But it gets tackled and all the way back to Ibrahim. The tackle was by Abulfetto. Hani to Atia. Sure. Stamenic to Bell. Boxel. Thurman. Stamenic. Boxel. Kakachi. Kakachi. Wait. And behind Stamenic. It's just. And it's what a save by Shopir. Corner to New Zealand. So it's a corner for New Zealand here. Is it Singh to take it? I think it's still Singh. It was Singh last game, wasn't it? I can't tell who that is. The cross comes in. Sermon! 1-0 New Zealand. And that puts them at the top of a group where everyone is... What do you mean Egypt 1-0? Am I drunk or something? Am I reading that wrong? I don't know. But I'm pretty sure it's New Zealand 1-0. Unless something has happened to my brain. And yes, they updated it. That puts them at the top of a group where it was Payne that crossed it, and Egypt are complaining. Can I finish my sentence? Um, New Zealand are at the top of a group where everyone else is drawn. 3 games, 3 draws. This is the first game where there's a possible win now, because the other 3 were draws. And this means that New Zealand go top of the group. And this means pretty much they're through. Because 4 points in this group is like 99.9% chance of enough. Belgium on 2 points, Iran on 2 points, Egypt on 1, them on 4. Like, there's only so much that can happen wrong for New Zealand here. Hani. Zico to Hani. To Ibrahim. To Fali. I knocked on wood for New Zealand, though. Abul Feto to Hani. To Ibrahim. To Hani. I'm sorry. Hiccuped. Boxel. Bell. Stamenic. McCowett to Stamenic to Sermon. McCowett, I think. Sermon to the keeper. Press comes in for Egypt and they clear it away. Singh goes down, fouled by Lachine, and that should be a yellow. And it is. So free kick. So free kick New Zealand, and just what a header! Like perfect. Sermon really doesn't have to move too much. Just jump up for a header. Barely any movement at all. That was not a good free kick, and it's a throw in for Egypt. Heaney. Cleared. After Zico passes it backwards. Header by Boxall and cleared by Singh. And out for a throw in. The equivalent of a punt. Of a 10-yard punt, basically. One again, and just shoots it off Atia. Sheen is who he won it off of. I couldn't remember how to say his name. Quick throw, Gache and Singh. And throw into New Zealand. Might be a corner for New Zealand. Ow. Singh. Across comes a shot by, I think, McCowett, and it gets saved. Boxall. Kache. Just. This is Kakachi. Cleared away by Hani. Zico. Singh gets a yellow for a foul. And here's a counter for a Shore. Abul Fato goes back to Atia. Finding Hani. In this group, conceding a goal is a terrible thing. Salah. Hani. Not conceding a goal. I mean conceding a yellow card or a red card. And Belgium did it earlier, and two of these teams, and now both of these teams have a yellow each. Like, this is New Zealand's now only on -1 though, so they're pretty much set with two good results, like as in a draw and a win, or a draw and a draw. Even do it. Even probably does it. I mean, Salah. The cross comes in, header by Salah, and it's wide. Marmouche to Shore. Was he offside? Oh, no, they're going to tell him to retake it. I'm very confused on what they're complaining about. Salah's always a ghost for Egypt. They're still usually good, but like Salah's like never good for Egypt. He's like he's a club man, not a country man. And here is Hani. That might be Ibrahim actually, but I think it's Hani. Abul Fato to Ashore. Ashore tries to play it in behind, but no one's there. Sermon shields it to Crockham. Clears it. Looking for Chris Wood. Headed by Ibrahim to Fadi to Haney. Clearing it long, looking for Salah, I think. But it's out for a throw in. Hydration break. Netherlands did not make the World Cup in 2018, so they should not have a 14 match unbeaten streak in the World Cup. And technically, they don't. They lost to Argentina in the quarterfinals. And their last loss before that is like, isn't it again Argentina or is it Germany? No, it's Argentina in 2014, and that was on penalties too. Long throw with Kakachi, Wood header and cleared by Ibrahim. Bell gives it right to Zico. It blocked Stamenic to Just. Stamenic. Macau. Boxel. Just to Wood. Shot by Bell and it's blocked. Salah. Payne. Ashore. Salah. Ashore. Marmouche. Shoots and saved. Crockham with a big save to keep New Zealand up at 1-0. Off the shot from Feto. Salah tries to get there, but he can't. Headed down by Wood. Sing to McCowett. To Bell. To Kakachi. To Just. The goal score. New Zealand's the scorer that scored both of New Zealand's goals last game. Wood with a header and it glances wide. Shobier to take the goal kick for Egypt. Defadi. Tabel Feto. Header by Marmouche. It's cleared. Feto to Ashore. And he gets tackled and it's a free kick for New Zealand. Yeah, it's a foul. Cleared away by, I don't even remember who 17 is. Lachine. Payne. I feel like I haven't said Lachine's name all stream. The goal scorer Sermon to Boxall to Crocombe. Both of New Zealand's center backs are from MLS. Sermon from Portland Timbers and Michael Boxall from Minnesota. Honey. Here's Bell. Kakachi. Stamenic. Boxall to Crocombe. Wood to McCowett, and his header goes to Atia, and Salah wins a foul for Egypt. The Sheen to Atia to Abulfeta to Fetu to Ashore, back to him to Fadi to Ibrahim to Hani. Cleared away and out for a throw in by Stamenic. Salah. Lachine. Abul Fatah. Ashore. Ashore to Atia. Ashore. Lachine to Ibrahim to Salah to Hani to Zico. Throw into New Zealand. Kakachi to Bell. Hani. So if New Zealand wins this game, that means the next best team in the group is Iran or Iran. And then the next best team is Egypt and then Belgium. This is not how I expected this to go out. Fadi to Hani. Ashore and Salah. That might have been Atia. Headed down by Ibrahim and cleared. Feta to Marmouche. Marmouche cuts in, tries a shoe, and it's cleared away by Boxel. Fadi goes back to Sobir, to Ibrahim, to Lachine, to Atia, to Abul Fato, to Ashore, cuts in, goes back to Atia, goes to Fatih, to Atia, to Abul Fatah, tries to find Ashore, but it goes to Finn Sermon, and Payne to McCowett to someone I didn't get to see. Back to Payne and Singh, and it goes off of Singh out for a throw into Egypt. A little over, probably about maybe about 20 more minutes left of the half to go. Abul Fatah to Lachine to Hani. Zico to Hani. To Zico to Hani. Back to Zico to Lachine to Ibrahim to Atia. A lot of space to create in midfield to Lachine. Sheen with even more space. Cleared away. Right to Hani. Cleared crossed in from Hani, looking for Marmouche, but it's cleared away. Here's Ashore. Gets tackled, and there's surely a foul. And it is. That is -2 fair play points and a yellow card. Now for McCowett. Or for New Zealand, and McCowett's now on yellow. Meaning I almost dropped my microphone. But it basically means New Zealand has a harder chance because they have more yellow cards of making it through, because this group is literally supposed to be 3 draws. 4 players sending over, this one of them being Mohamed Salah, and another one being 5 players over it now. The other one of them being Omar Marmouche. The 2 Premier League players are sending over it. Ref sets up his wall. Still 4 players over it. Salah's the furthest back. It's going to be Marmouche to Salah. Shoots and it's just wide. Goal kick, New Zealand. So they had 2 players that ran over the ball, and then Marmouche laid it for Salah. Salah curled it just around the ball. Chris Wood to McCowett. McCowett, no one in the box, but is going to cross it back, and Atia will head it away. Right to Stamenic. New Zealand back in possession. Here's Boxall. Though if they get a win, fair play isn't going to bother them much. Crockham. And right to Ibrahim. Crockham and just tries to play it in behind. That was what? I think that was Chris Wood. Atia. I'm kind of mixing up player names. I'm really sorry. And numbers. Ibrahim. Hani. Chill. Ali to Ibrahim. To Hani. To Lachine to Zico. And it's given away. Here's Singh. Wood. Just Kakachi. Stamenic. And back to Boxall. Sermon to Payne. Bell looking for Just. It's headed away. Here's Payne. Payne. Boxall. Why is he in the box? Singh, and they've raised the flag. Quick from ashore to Marmouche. Goes back to Abulfeto. Atia to Marmouche. I swear the Premier League players and like all the big players are not as good for Egypt, but the players from the smaller leagues like Egypt are better. Like ashore to Ibrahim to Hani to that's given away. Here's Bell. Kakachi to Singh. Surrounded by 3 Egypt players. Is able to go back to Just. To Kakachi. Singh. Punched by the keeper, and he's able to catch it as it falls to the ground. Shobir. Side volley, and foot race back. Marmouche gets a touch. The keeper and Sermon do just enough to get this away, and here's Bell. McCowett. Stamenic. Kikachi. Stamenic. To McCowett. To Bell. To Payne. To Bell. To Stamenic. To Singh. And cleared. Caught by the keeper. Shobir. Kachi played for Empoli, and I have a save with Empoli, so that's why I know his name. So does Showbeer's name have a U in it or not? SofaScore says it. That was annoying. I muted my mic on accident. I don't even know what it missed. Injured player for Egypt. And Fadi is down for Egypt. The Egyptians clapping him. Rabia, I think. I'm checking. Goes back to the keeper, Shobier, to Rabia, to Ibrahim. Rabia is wearing number 5. To Abul Fato, Hashor, and I think that was Lachine that tried to play that in behind, but Sermon clears. Chris Wood and McCowett offside against New Zealand. Here's Hani. Goes back to Ibrahim. Rabia to Egypt. Wins a foul. I lost everything I was saying. I think it was a Shore. What was that? Cross comes in, headed away, and just clears it. It's all the way back to the keeper, Shobir, to Abul Feto, to Atia, to Shore, Abul Feto, Rabia, Hani, or Ibrahim, Rabia. And it's a foul against New Zealand, and and Egypt has a free kick. Egypt have had a lot of free kicks? It's a question about diving. Marmouche, does he go down? Yeah, that's a foul. Why are they doing this? Bell just pushes Marmouche to his knees. Why? 3 players over at Salah, ashore. I think the other's Marmouche. They did some training ground thing, and it was cleared by Singh. All the way back to Shobir, to Hani, to Rabia, to Atia, to ashore. Cross comes in, and it's out for a goal kick to New Zealand. About 30 seconds left until stoppage time. How much? I'd probably say 5 minutes at most. Actually, yeah, probably 5 minutes. 6 at most. 4 at least. I don't see a. Sorry if you're hearing my sister. She's loud. Sing to Kakachi, Stamanic, Ibrahim. 4 minutes stoppage, right? Yeah. 4 makes sense. I could see it. And Marmouche. 6 would have been really crazy. That's the thing. Here is Hani. Cross comes in, and that was. I can't really see who that was. Zico, I think. You're being really. Why is she being so loud? Salah. Cross comes in. Shot, and it's wide. By a shore. It's a goal kick for Crockham. Here is Boxel given away. It's Atia. Atia lays it back to Abulfeto. Atia. To Marmouche, given away, or tries to play a through ball, and Crockham will let it at his feet, and will pick it up as soon as Marmouche presses. 2 more minutes to go in the half. Abulfeto goes out. Payne. Singh goes down. Ashore. Singh. Can she go up any louder? Atia. To Ibrahim. To Lachine. To Rabia. Atia. Abulfeto. Lachine. Hani. Crockham. Headed and Singh. McCowett. Wood, but it's kept in by Just. Or not. Zico to Hani. Hani to Lachine. To Atia. To Ashore. To Abulfeto. To Atia. And halftime. back for the second half. I don't know when we're going to start, though. Last 45 minutes until tomorrow's games are the next ones up. Ow. Marmouche to get us underway. We're underway. Rabia back from Tia to Ibrahim. Rabia. Abul Fatah to Lachine. Crossed by Hani. Salah. What a save by the keeper, Krakom. Krakom is headed away by Wood and out for a throw-in. That's surprisingly like a hard save to make, and he still made it. Sure. Or Atia, Al Fetor, and sure. Here's Al Fetor, headed away by Boxel Marmouche. Tackled and wins a free kick. No. Please tell me stream didn't end. Please tell me stream didn't end. Kill it. Three players over this free kick. And it's laid off for a shot by Marmouche, I think, who sends it wide. Salah was close to getting a goal, but the keeper Karkum with a brilliant save to keep New Zealand in front. Knowing this group, there's probably going to be goals. Zico gives Here's cleared by and headed back by Ibrahim. Salah to Zico. To Salah. Cleared. Hani Ibrahim to Rabia. Abel Fatou off Lachine, I think. No, that was Abia. Or Adia. Adia. It's Ibrahim. Hani. Kikachi. Hani. And Boxel back to Crocom. Sermon. And Payne. Sermon. Singh. Salah. And Marmouche. It's blocked. Hani doesn't win the header because Kakachi does. And it's out for a throw in to Egypt. Quick from Hani to Adia. Ashore. And the shot goes wild. No one's gonna get that reference. Because there's no one in here. Two, if there is anyone in here, they just wouldn't get that reference, but it went wild. Which is wide. Salah. Marmouche. And it's blocked. Alfeto. Rabia. Atia. Crossed by Alfeto. And it is blocked out for a throw into Egypt. Atia. To Rabia. To Ibrahim. To Rabia. Marmouche. Alfeto. And cleared away with Stamanic. And McCowett to Sing. Just. Stamanic. Cowett. And here's the man ashore. Given away. And it's cleared by McCowett to Wood. Goes back and Kakachi clears. Just goes down, and they're gonna say Rabia wins it. Kakachi still going, and it gets stopped by Rabia. Hani. Stamanic. McCowett to Just. Stamanic. Kakachi cross, and it's blocked and out for a throw into New Zealand. Stamanic. His shot. Header by McCowett, and what a save by Showbeer to keep New Zealand from taking a 2-0 lead. What a run that is, and it's that might be off. That's off the head of the back of the head of McCowett, and the header and the keeper Showbeer tips it up and over the bar. They're showing Wood for some reason. That wasn't Wood. Do not even try that complaint. Pain. Headed away. Headed back in. Headed down. Can they get a shot? Keeper Showbeer is able to get his hands to it. And rolls on the ground, clearing it. Sing. And Egypt wins a foul. Great save by Showbeer. The sun is in the eyes of the camera. Marmouche into Salah. Salah, can he turn with the ball? Yes, he can. Cross comes in, looking for Zico, but cleared away by Finn Sermon. And here's Ashore. Back to Salah. Is that no? It's Abul Fato. And I don't know who that is. Now Marmouche. Dahani. Salah. I don't even know anymore of these players. Marmouche. Abul Fatou. Ashore. Atia. Marmouche. Abul Fatou. Shot by Zico, and it's blocked by the keeper and cleared. And here's McCowett. to sing. Trying to find wood. Does find wood. Kakashi. And there's Hani to Lasheen to Atia to Rabia to Atia to Abul Fato to Marmouche to Abul Fato. Marmouche has been dropping deeper into the left a bit more. Here's Atia to Ibrahim. Over the top. Can Hani get the cross in? Goal kick. Wood. Can Singh get there? It's cleared. It's sweeped, basically. Hani and Salah. And Boxel pushes it back. It's kind of smart, actually. Hani. They take the throw in to Tia. Hani goes back to Ibrahim to Rabia. Rabia to Ashore. Atia. Hani. Tia. Tia. Ashore. Sure. Abel Fetta and Marmouche. Who is that? Lasheen. Abel Fetto. And here is who's number 3? I've lost track of players. Cross comes in and caught by the keeper. Okay, so then who was I saying? Abel Fetto, I think. Fettu. Oh no. Hani back to Rabia. Hani was 3. So did I see him on the left side of the field? Abel Fetto to Zico. That's Marmouche, and here's Ashore. Tatia. Here's Hani. Cross comes in. Header! Goal off the keeper's hands, and it's 1-1. The group of draws. Zico has scored off of Hani's cross. That puts Egypt back in a good spot. Is fair play points going to become really important? Because goals scored is currently important. New Zealand has 3, Egypt has 2, Iran has 2, and Belgium has 1. Belgium's currently last because of goals scored. If New Zealand and Belgium draw and Egypt and Iran draw, that puts it perfectly for New Zealand to go through. So yeah. I guess Iran has better fair play. 1 yellow, 2 yellows. And Egypt has 1, 2, 3. So yeah. Hani crosses it. Salah cleared away. Chris Wood. McCowett. 1v3. And why did he pass it out of play? Or no, I think they kicked it out of play. So, New Zealand throwing. 30 more minutes left of the game. Kakachi. Headed away by Hani. Right into Boxel. Boxel to who headed it back in, but kicked it in. And how did he not win a foul there? Throw into Egypt. Hani to Atia to Abul Feto. Rabia to Ashore. Wins a foul. Free kick to Egypt. I get to stream these games. The only problem is I might have to only choose one. Or I have to work on a setup that's really good. Atia crosses it and over everyone. Krakom to Kakachi to Stamenic to Sermon to Boxel to Sermon to McCowett to Stamenic, McCowett to Payne. Stamenic, Boxel to Sermon to Boxel to Stamenic to Sermon to Bell Boxel Stamenic Sermon Payne. They go back. And here's McCowett. Wood, Bell, McCowett. Cleared away by Hani. Kakachi, McCowett. Singh. And cleared away by Ashore. Here's Singh. Bell. Stamenic shot is blocked. And here's a counter for Egypt. It's 2v2. Here's Marmouche and Salah versus Sermon and Boxel. Salah in the box. alone with no help, goes back to and 11. Who's 11? Zico. I don't know how I forgot that. He literally scored the goal. And it goes right to the keeper, Crookham. Sermon to Bell to Stamenic. Just Stamenic to Bell. Sing. And he wins a foul. Old in for McCowett. 19. Number 19, Old. Five. And here's Salah. Boxley had given it away to Salah. Marmouche. Bell clears it. Sing. Payne clears. And here is Just. Gives it away to... That would have been Ibrahim and Payne. Cross comes in. Can Wood get a header? It's caught with Chaubert. Chaubert. Honey. Outlet. Our Old one's foul here. And here is Ashore. And Zico. Salah. And back from Zico and goal! Egypt! And they have the lead of the group. And a comeback against New Zealand. At the 67th minute, they take the lead against New Zealand. And they go top of the group, where a win pretty much gets you through. 4 points. This has really swapped from what it was. I don't see New Zealand getting out of this group, sadly, even though I kind of want them to, because it makes more sense that the one team that has ever qualified from Oceania minus Australia, because Australia did it once in 1982, but that's beside the point. Egypt takes the lead through Mohammed. Hello? Can you hear me? I accidentally knocked off the cord. But Egypt leads through Mohamed Salah, the Liverpool player, who's about to leave Liverpool, though. I need to make sure. Yeah, that's fine. And we're away from Singh to Bell. New Zealand needing that hydration break. Stamenic to Sermon and it's given away. Hydration break coming in a few minutes. Goes back to Rabia. Ibrahim to Atia. Lachine. I really want New Zealand to get a draw here. Sure. Rabia, or it was Ibrahim, or Lachine, I don't know, to Abel Fatu, and Lachine to Salah, the second goal scorer. He has it. Goes back to Ibrahim to Rabia to Ibrahim to Lachine to Adia and Lachine to Adia to Rabia to Ibrahim to Hani to Salah. Caught by Crockham to Payne. Next time the ball goes out of play, probably the hydration break. Here's Salah. Marmouche. Ashore. Atia. Hani. Crockham. Singh gives it away. It's cross the ball in. Hani. Salah. Payne. Singh. Hani to Fred, who is Ibrahim, and cleared away by New Zealand. And that has to be the hydration break. Has to be. Maybe not. Okay, it is. Trezeguet in for Egypt, and Thomas and Randall in for New Zealand. Singh is out. Kakachi is out. So Randall is 21 and Thomas is 23. Randall 21, Thomas 23. Randall 21, Thomas 23. And here is Trezeguet in number 7 for Marmouche. Zico, the goal scorer and assister, and Hamza Adel Karim. Stamenic to Wood. Rabia. Abdul Feto, and goes down, and a counter. Here's Salah. And Adia to Hani. This is one of the hardest games I've done because of Egypt's names. Sure. I like Kubi's doing so much better. Is old now at left back. So then where's Thomas and Randall? Where did they go? They went in for Kakachi and Singh. Kirkham to Boxel. Sermon. Hot. Payne. Stamenic to Bell. Thomas. I'm hopefully not messing those up. Just now playing Cam. 8 is Stamenic. Foul against Trezeguet. Probably the last World Cup for a couple of these Egyptian players. Payne to take the free kick for New Zealand. Headed away. And out for a corner, I think. It might be a foul, though. Ibrahim. It was the one that was down. And they said free kick to Egypt. But I really want New Zealand to... Adel Karim, but Sermon. Crockham. Old Salah versus Old. Salah to Ashore. Ashore crosses it in, headed away by Payne. Here's Abul Feto. Kind of hard to do these names. Please draw this New Zealand. I really want 6 draws in this group. That would be hilarious. Rabia clears it. Honey to ashore. Honey to ashore. Ashore to Sala. Ashore. Sala shoots and it's way over the bar. Or maybe there's a deflection and it's a corner. Corner kick for Egypt. It's Salah. Cross comes in, header by Trezeguet, and it beats the keeper. It's 3-1 Egypt. Egypt is now going to probably win this group now. This group looks super easy. Where did this game go when it was 1-1? It was perfect then. But now this one's pretty much over. Egypt are going to win and are going to get their first ever World Cup win in history. It's impressive. Good for them. So sad, though, for New Zealand. They still have a chance against Belgium, but it's not looking good. It was a great sub by Egypt to bring in Trezeguet, and he scores not even more than 7 minutes after being subbed in. That's good for Egypt. Old Boxel to Sermon to Payne, and it's a throw in for New Zealand. For New Zealand, this was so close to a draw for a while. Bell. Headed by Boxel, and here's Salah. Trivela pass and a header by Abdel Karim, and it's a save by Schobier. Two subs. Oh no, that name is not. Abdel Guide, I guess, and Zizo. Zizo's 25, and he is 4. Abdel Guide is Abdel Majid. Abdel Majid, I think. Yeah. And Bindon in for Payne. De Vries in for Just. 3 and 4. De Vries is 3. Bindon is 4. Sermon to Boxel and Stamenic. And that was Binden, and here is Crookham and sorry, I lost every train of thought. And they're in the box. The cross. Can they keep it in? They cannot. It was blocked. And Egypt did perfect there to put it out for a goal kick. Probably about 10 minutes more to go in this game. 2 goals is definitely possible. Is it likely? No. De Vries. Or is it Binden? Binden is 4. So who's 3? 3 is De Vries. Throw into Egypt. How is that a throw into Egypt? Looks like it wasn't really. And now it's thrown to New Zealand. No teams have subs left, which is helpful. It means I don't have to get any other players' names down. Cross comes in by Boxel and Bell. Headed in. Stamenic tries to get there, but it can't. Here is Old to Bell to De Vries. And it's a throw into New Zealand. Cross comes in by Boxel. Throw in cross, I guess is better the word. And Egypt clears it out for a corner. And Egypt countering. Playing it over the top, looking for Abdel Karim, I think. That's Trezeguet, but Old gets there. Can New Zealand engineer a comeback? Here's De Vries. Boxel. Bell. Boxel to Sermon. Sermon back to Boxel. Boxel to De Vries, and De Vries gets it into the box, and it goes out for a goal kick. And the 90th minute now, the last minute of the game until to be fair, we're gonna know our stoppage times very soon, which is like 6 minutes, right? I can't see it any longer than 6. Shobir, headed by Binden, and New Zealand attacking. A lot of space here. Here's 21. And he goes down. They're going to say that's shoulder to shoulder. Boxel's going to go back to the keeper. De Vries. Headed and by the Zizo. Goes back to the keeper by Stamenic. 7 minutes of stoppage time. Crockham. Sermon. Well, is there enough time for New Zealand to get 2 goals and tie this up? This would pretty much confirm New Zealand a spot in the next round, assuming they don't lose to Belgium. If they can get a here. And yeah, I'm pretty sure this pretty much either way confirms Egypt a spot in the next round, assuming they don't lose to Iran. Sermon. And cleared. I'm losing track of these players. Sermon. Who's even 23? Bindon. Back to 23 on New Zealand. Punched away. DeVries. Back to Boxall. And it's a foul against the goalkeeper. So free kick to Egypt. Shobier sends his free kick away. And Zizo in behind. Yes, he is. He beats the keeper. Can he beat the defenders? Shot and it's saved by the keeper. He took way too long to shoot. He says, "Oh, I have a lot of time to shoot. Okay, I'm going to take way too long to shoot." Adia. Hani, and it's given away. New Zealand, I've lost track of everyone but their striker pretty much. Old and Bell. Like, other than, of their attackers, like, I've lost everyone. Bindon. "19 is Old, 23 is Thomas, 21 is Randall." Okay. Throw in for New Zealand. This is basically their last chance to get back in this game. Cross comes in. Headed again. Headed around, and they're going to get cleared. They do get clear. And Bell. Old. There's something against New Zealand here. How did that hurt him? Bruh, Hani went down because the ball hit him in the head. That wasn't even the hardest way it could have hit him. That was so weak. Can't even lie. What a save by Crockham. Still an injury. Like, we're gonna be in stoppage time until like the 100th minute. It'll be like 10 o'clock when this game ends. Not that I didn't expect that. I kind of knew that was gonna happen. So an injury for Hani. He's been down for way too long. So at very worst, he has to stand on the sidelines for like 2 minutes. At very best, or I mean, that is very best. At very worst, he leaves the game and Egypt have to play with 10 men because Egypt are out of subs. And he's gonna get the chance to come back on, and it's actually four, which I don't remember who that is for Egypt. Honestly, yeah, I really do not know. It's Hassam. Abdel Gamide. Gamide. Abdel Gamide. Probably gonna add about 4 more minutes of stoppage here. Breeze. And a throw in for New Zealand. What a save by the goalkeeper, Shobir, and Egypt are now on a counterattack. Here is Zizo. Zizo plays it in, and Crocombe is not able to get there. Well, he gets a touch, but Egypt kicks it out themselves. Bindon was literally this close to that going in. Did they really just call that final? No way, right? Did they just use a concussion sub? Suspected concussion. Abdelmaniam. Headed away and cleared Trezeguet. I remember when like everyone thought they had like the best like Premier League front three outside of like or in international ball outside of like the big like the European nations. They go back all the way to their goalkeeper Shobier and they clear. I've given up on the Egyptian subs because they've literally done 6. Which the only way you can do 6 is if there was a concussion sub, and there has. So I guess New Zealand technically have a sub allowed, which would be really annoying. Please no. Ow ow. I just like messed with my ankle. That was not what I should not have done that. I'm also falling. Trezeguet. And Zizou wants to whip it in. Not able to. Have to go back. Ammonium. Back. And Egypt just holding the ball a bit. Honey. Cross. Corner. They're just going to hold it in the corner. At the corner flag. Final. As Egypt win the first game of this group in match day 2, the 4th game of this group. Rip the six draws possibility. That would have been so cool though. And Egypt win 3-1 over New Zealand. New Zealand go bottom of the group. Egypt go top. And this is Egypt's first ever World Cup win. And they've been to 3 or 4 World Cups. It's crazy.